Tehillim, Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who shall not walk in the counsel of the wrong, and shall not stand in the path of sinners, and shall not sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the Torah of Yehua, and he meditates in his Torah day and night. For he shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that yields its fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither, and whatever he does prospers. The wrong are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind blows away. Therefore the wrong shall not rise in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yehua knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wrong comes to naught. Tehillim 2. Why do the Gentiles rage, and the peoples meditate emptiness? The sovereigns of the earth take their stand, and the rulers take counsel together against Yehua and against his Messiah, and say, Let us tear apart their bonds, and throw away their ropes from us. He who is sitting in the heavens laughs. Yehua mocks at them. Then he speaks to them in his wrath, and troubles them in his rage, saying, But I have set my sovereign on Zion, my set-apart mountain. I inscribe for a law. Yehua has said to me, You are my son. Today I have brought you forth. Ask of me, and I make the Gentiles your inheritance, and the ends of the earth your possession. Break them with a rod of iron. Dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel. And now, be wise, O sovereigns. Be instructed, you rulers of the earth. Serve Yehua with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be enraged, and ye perish in the way. For soon his wrath is to be kindled. Blessed are all those taking refuge in him. Tehillim 3. O Yehua, how my adversaries have increased. Many rising up against me, many are saying of me, There is no deliverance for him in Elohim, Selah. But you, O Yehua, are a shield for me, my esteem, and the one lifting up my head. I cried to Yehua with my voice, and he heard me from his set-apart mountain, Selah. I laid down and slept. I awoke, for Yehua sustained me. I am not afraid of 10,000s of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Yehua, save me, O my Elohim, because you have smitten all my enemies on the cheek. You have broken the teeth of the wrong. Deliverance belongs to Yehua. Your blessing is on your people, Selah. Tehillim 4. Answer me when I call, O Elohim of my righteousness. You gave relief to me when I was in distress. Show favor to me and hear my prayer. Till when, O you sons of men, would you turn my esteem to shame? Would you love emptiness, seek falsehood, Selah? But know that Yehua has separated a kind one for himself. Yehua hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. Speak within your heart, on your bed, and be still, Selah. Offer slaughterings of righteousness, and trust in Yahweh. Many are saying, who would show us good? Yahweh, lift up the light of your face upon us. You have put more gladness in my heart than in the season that their grain and wine increased. I lie down in peace altogether and sleep. For you alone, O Yahweh, make me dwell in safety. Tehillim 5. Give ear to my words, O Yahweh. Consider my meditation. Attend to the voice of my cry, my sovereign and my Elohim. For unto you I pray, O Yahweh. In the morning you hear my voice. I present myself to you in the morning, and I look up, for you are not an El, taking delight in wrong, nor does evil dwell with you. The boasters do not stand before your eyes. You hate all workers of wickedness. You destroy those speaking falsehood. Yahweh loathes a man of blood and deceit. But I enter your house. In the greatness of your kindness, I bow myself toward your set-apart hekel in your fear. O Yahweh, lead me in your righteousness because of those watching me. Make your way straight before my face, for there is no stability in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open grave. They flatter with their tongue. Declare them guilty, O Elohim. Let them fall by their own counsels. Thrust them away for their many transgressions, because they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because you shelter them. And let those who love your name exalt in you. For you bless the righteous, O Yahweh. You surround him with favor as with a shield. Tehillim 6. O Yahweh, do not rebuke me in your displeasure, nor discipline me in your wrath. Show favor to me, O Yahweh, for I am fading away. O Yahweh, heal me, for my bones have been troubled, and my being has been greatly troubled. And you, O Yahweh, till when? Return, O Yahweh, rescue my life. O save me for your kindness' sake, for in death there is no remembrance of you. Who gives you thanks in the grave? I have grown weary with my groaning. Every night I flood my bed. I drench my couch with my tears. My eye has grown dim because of grief. It grows old because of all my adversaries. Depart from me, all you workers of wickedness. For Yahweh has heard the voice of my weeping. Yahweh has heard my pleading. Yahweh receives my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and greatly troubled. They turn back suddenly, ashamed. Tehillim 7. O Yahweh, my Elohim, in you I have taken refuge. Save me from all my pursuers and deliver me, lest they tear at my throat like a lion, rending in pieces with no one to deliver. O Yahweh, my Elohim, if I have done this, if there is unrighteousness in my hands, if I have done evil to him who was at peace with me, or have plundered my enemy without cause, let the enemy pursue me and overtake my being, and trample my life to the ground, and lay my esteem in the dust, Selah. Arise, O Yahweh, in your displeasure. Lift yourself up against the rage of my adversaries, and awake for me. You shall command judgment, and let the congregation of the peoples gather about you. And over them return on high. Yahweh judges the peoples. Judge me, O Yahweh, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity within me. Please let the evil of the wrong be ended and establish the righteous. For the righteous Elohim is a trier of hearts and kidneys. My shield is upon Elohim, who saves the upright in heart. Elohim is a righteous judge, and El is enraged every day if one does not repent. He sharpens his sword. He bends his bow and makes it ready. And he has prepared for himself instruments of death. He makes his arrows hot for pursuers. See, he who is bound with wickedness and has conceived trouble and brought forth falsehood. He has made a pit and dug it out, and falls into the ditch he made. His trouble turns back upon his own head, and his wrongdoing comes down on the top of his head. I give thanks to Yahweh according to his righteousness, and praise the name of Yahweh Most High. Tehillim 8. O Yahweh our Master, how excellent is your name in all the earth. You who set your splendor above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babies and infants you have founded strength, because of your adversaries, to put an end to enemy and avenger. For I see your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have established. What is man, that you remember him, and the Son of Man, that you visit him? Yet you have made him a little less than Elohim, and have crowned him with esteem and splendor. You made him rule over the works of your hands. You have put all under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the heavens, and the fish of the sea, passing through the paths of the seas. O Yahweh, our Master, how excellent is your name in all the earth. Tehillim 9. I praise you, O Yahweh, with all my heart. I declare all your wonders. I rejoice and exult in you. I sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish before you. For you executed my right and my cause. You sat on the throne judging in righteousness. You have rebuked the Gentiles. You have destroyed the wrong. You have wiped out their name forever and ever. The enemy is no more. Ruins everlasting. And you have uprooted the cities. Even their remembrance has perished. But Yahuwah abides forever. He is preparing his throne for judgment, and he judges the world in righteousness. He judges the peoples in straightness, and Yahuwah is a refuge for the crushed one, a refuge in times of distress. And those who know your name trust in you, for you have not forsaken those who seek you, O Yahuwah. Sing praises to Yahuwah, who dwells in Zion. Declare his deeds among the peoples. For he remembers the seekers of bloodshed. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Show favor to me, O Yahuwah. See my affliction by those who hate me. You who lift me up from the gates of death, so that I declare all your praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I rejoice in your deliverance. The Gentiles have sunk down in the pit which they made, and the net which they hid their own foot is caught. Yahuwah has made himself known. He has done right ruling. The wrong is snared in the work of his own hands. Meditation, Selah. The wrong return to the grave. All the Gentiles that forget Elohim, for the needy is not always forgotten, neither the expectancy of the poor lost forever. Arise, O Yahuwah, do not let man prevail. Let the Gentiles be judged before your face. Put them in fear, O Yahuwah. Let the Gentiles know they are but men. Salah. Tehillim 10. Why do you stand afar off, O Yahweh, hiding in times of distress? In arrogance the wrongdoer hotly pursues the poor. They are caught by the schemes which they devised. For the wrongdoer boasted of his cravings, and the greedy one cursed and despised Yahweh. In the pride of his face the wrongdoer does not seek him. In all his thoughts there is no Elohim. His ways are always prosperous. Your right rulings are on high, out of his sight. He snorts at all his adversaries. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved. From generation to generation, never be in evil. His mouth is filled with cursing and deceit and oppression. Under his tongue is trouble and wickedness. He sits in the hiding places of the villages. In the secret places he murders the innocent. His eyes are on the lookout for the helpless. He lies in wait in a secret place, as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He catches the poor, drawing him into his net. And he crouches, he lies low, and the helpless fall under his strength. He has said in his heart, El has forgotten. He has hidden his face. He shall never see. Arise, O Yahweh, O El. Lift up your hand. Do not forget the lowly ones. Why do the wrong scorn Elohim? He has said in his heart, it is not required. You have seen it, for you observe trouble and grief, to repay with your hand. The poor commits himself to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wrong one and the evil one. Search out his wrongness that would not be found out. Yahweh is sovereign forever and ever. The Gentiles shall perish from his land. Yahweh, you have heard the desire of the lowly ones. You prepare their heart. You incline your ear to defend the fatherless and the downtrodden, so that man who is of the earth no longer oppresses. Tehillim 11. In Yahuwah I have taken refuge. Why do you say to me, flee to your mountain like a bird? For look, the wrong bend a bow. They set their arrow on the string, to shoot in darkness at the upright in heart. When the foundations are destroyed, what shall the righteous do? Yahweh is in his set-apart Hekel. The throne of Yahweh is in the heavens. His eyes see. His eyelids examine the sons of men. Yahweh tries the righteous, but his being shall hate the wrong, and the one who loves violence. Upon the wrong he rains snares. Fire and sulfur and a scorching wind are the portion of their cup. For Yahweh is righteous. He has loved righteousness. The upright shall see his face. Tehillim 12. Save Yahweh, for the kind one is no more. For the trustworthy have ceased from among the sons of men. They speak falsehood with each other. They speak with flattering lips, a double heart. Yahweh does cut off all flattering lips, a tongue that speaks swelling words, who have said, with our tongue we do mightily. Our lips are our own. Who is master over us? Because of the oppression of the poor, because of the sighing of the needy, I now arise, says Yahweh. I set in safety. He pants for it. The words of Yahweh are clean words, silver tried in a furnace of earth, refined 7 times. You guard them, O Yahweh. You preserve them from this generation forever. The wrong walk around on every side. when worthlessness is exalted among the sons of men. How long would you forget me, O Yahweh? Forever? How long would you hide your face from me? How long would I take counsel in my being, grief in my heart day by day? How long would my enemy be exalted over me? Look, answer me, O Yahweh, my Elohim. Enlighten my eyes, lest I sleep in death, lest my enemies say, I have prevailed against him, lest my adversaries rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in your kindness. My heart rejoices in your deliverance. I sing to Yahweh because he has been good to me. Tehillim 14. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They have done corruptly. They have done an abominable deed. There is no one who does good. Yahweh looked down from the heavens on the sons of mankind to see if there is a wise one seeking Yahweh. They have all turned aside. They have together become filthy. No one is doing good, not even one. Have all the workers of wickedness no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call on Yahweh? There they are in great fear, for Yahweh is with the generation of the righteous. You would put to shame the counsel of the poor, but Yahweh is his refuge. Oh, that the deliverance of Israel would be given out of Zion. When Yahweh turns back the captivity of his people, let Yaakov rejoice. Let Israel be glad. Tehillim 15. Yahweh, who does sojourn in your tent? Who does dwell in your set-apart mountain? He who walks blamelessly and does righteousness and speaks the truth in his heart. He has not slandered with his tongue. He has not done evil to his neighbor, nor lifted up a reproach against his friend, in whose eyes a reprobate one is despised. But he esteems those who fear Yahweh. He who swears to his own hurt and does not change. He has not put out his silver at interest, and has not taken a bribe against the innocent. He who does these is never moved. Tehillim 16. Guard me, O El, for I have taken refuge in you. I have said to Yahweh, you are Yahweh. I have no good beside you. As for the set-apart ones who are on the earth, they are the excellent ones in whom is all my delight. The sorrows of those who run after another one are increased. I would not pour out their drink offerings of blood, nor take up their names on my lips. Yahweh is the portion of my inheritance and my cup. You uphold my lot. Boundary lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. Indeed, a good inheritance is mine. I bless Yahweh, who has given me counsel. My kidneys also instruct me in the nights. I have set Yahweh always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I am not shaken. Therefore my heart was glad, and my esteem rejoices. My flesh also dwells in safety. For you do not leave my being in the grave, neither let your kind ones see corruption. You show me the path of life. In your presence is joy to satisfaction. At your right hand are pleasures forever. Tehillim 17. Hear righteousness, Yahweh. Listen to my cry. Give ear to my prayer from lips without deceit. Let my right ruling go out from your presence. Let your eyes see what is straight. You have examined my heart. You have visited me in the night. You have tried me. You find I have not schemed. My mouth would not transgress. As for the deeds of men, by the word of your lips I have kept myself from the paths of the destroyer. My steps have held fast to your paths. My feet have not slipped. I have called upon you, for you answer me, O El. Incline your ear to me. Hear my speech. Let your kindness be distinguished. You who save by your right hand those who take refuge from those who rise up. Guard me as the apple of your eye. Hide me under the shadow of your wings. From the face of the wrong who ravage me, from my deadly enemies who surround me. They are enclosed in their own fat. They speak proudly with their mouths. They have now surrounded us in our steps. They set their eyes to cast us to the ground, like a lion who is eager to tear his prey. And as a young lion crouching in cover, arise, O Yahweh, confront him, cause him to bend. Deliver my being from the wrong by your sword, from men by your hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world whose portion is in this life, and you fill their bellies with your treasure. They are satisfied with children, and shall leave their riches to their babies. As for me, let me see your face in righteousness. I am satisfied to see your appearance when I awake. Tehillim 18. I love you, O Yahweh, my strength. Yahweh is my rock and my stronghold and my deliverer. My El is my rock. I take refuge in him. My shield and the horn of my deliverance, my high tower. I call upon Yahweh, the one to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. The cords of death surrounded me, and the floods of Belial made me afraid. The cords of the grave were all around me. The snares of death were before me. In my distress I called upon Yahweh, and to my Elohim I cried. He heard my voice from his heckle, and my cry went before him into his ears. And the earth shook and trembled. Even the foundations of the mountains were troubled, and they shook because he was wroth. Smoke went up from his nostrils, and consuming fire from his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. And he bowed the heavens and came down, and thick darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub and flew. He flew upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, around him his booth, darkness of waters, thick clouds of the skies. From the brightness before him his thick clouds passed hail and coals of fire. And Yahuwah thundered in the heavens, and the Most High sent forth his voice, hail and coals of fire. And he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and much lightning and confused them. And the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were uncovered. At your rebuke, O Yahuwah, at the blast of the breath of your nostrils, he sent from above, he took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from those hating me, for they were stronger than I. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but Yahuwah was my support. And he brought me out into a large place. He delivered me, for he delighted in me. Yahuwah rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he repaid me. For I have guarded the ways of Yahuwah, and have not acted wrongly against my Elohim. For all his right rulings are before me, and I did not turn from his laws. And I am perfect before him, and I guard myself from my crookedness. And Yahuwah repays me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands before his eyes. With the kind you show yourself kind. With the perfect one you show yourself perfect. With the clean you show yourself clean. And with the crooked you show yourself twisted. For you save the afflicted people, but bring down those whose eyes are haughty. for you yourself light my lamp. Yahweh my Elohim makes my darkness light. For with you I run against a band, and with my Elohim I leap over a wall. The El, his way, is perfect. The word of Yahuwah is proven. He is a shield to all who take refuge in him. For who is Eloah besides Yahuwah? And who is a rock except our Elohim? It is El who girds me with strength and makes my way perfect, making my feet like the feet of deer, and sets me on my high places, teaching my hands for battle, so that my arms shall bend a bow of bronze. And you give me the shield of your deliverance, and your right hand supports me, and your lowliness makes me great. You enlarge my step under me, and my feet shall not slip. I pursue my enemies and overtake them, and do not turn back till they are destroyed. I crush them, and they are unable to rise. They fall under my feet, and you gird me with strength for battle. Cause my adversaries to bow under me, and you have made my enemies turn their backs. As for those hating me, I cut them off. They cry, but no one is there to save. To Yahuwah, but he answers them not. And I beat them as dust before the wind. I empty them out like dirt in the streets. You deliver me from the strivings of the people. You set me at the head of the nations. A people I have not known serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey me. The foreigners submit to me. The foreigners fade away and come frightened from their strongholds. Yahuwah lives, and blessed is my rock. And exalted is the Elohim of my deliverance, the El who avenges me, and he humbles the peoples under me, my deliverer from my enemies. You lift me up above those who rise against me. You deliver me from a man of violence. Therefore I give thanks to you, O Yahuwah among nations, and I sing praise to your name, making great the deliverance of his sovereign, and showing kindness to his anointed, to David and his seed forever. Tehillim 19. The heavens are proclaiming the esteem of El, and the expanse is declaring the work of his hands. Day to day pours forth speech, and night to night reveals knowledge. There is no speech, and there are no words. Their voice is not heard. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them he set up a tent for the sun, and it is like a bridegroom coming out of his room. It rejoices like a strong man to run the path. Its rising is from one end of the heavens, and its circuit to the other end, and naught is hidden from its heat. The Torah of Yahuwah is perfect, bringing back the being. The witness of Yahuwah is trustworthy, making wise the simple. The orders of Yahuwah are straight, rejoicing the heart. The command of Yahuwah is clear, enlightening the eyes. The fear of Yahuwah is clean, standing forever. The right rulings of Yahuwah are true. They are righteous altogether, more desirable than gold and much fine gold, and sweeter than honey and the honeycomb. Also, your servant is warned by them, and guarding them there is great reward. Who discerns mistakes? Declare me innocent from those that are secret. Also keep your servant back from presumptuous sins. Do not let them rule over me. Then shall I be perfect and innocent of great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing before you, O Yahuwah, my rock and my Redeemer. Tehillim 20. Yahuwah does answer you in the day of distress. The name of the Elohim of Yaakov does set you on high. He does send you help from the set-apart place, and does uphold you from Zion. He does remember all your offerings, and does accept your burnt offering. Selah. He does give you according to your heart, and fills all your plans. We sing of your deliverance, and in the name of our Elohim, we set up a banner. Yahweh does fill all your requests. Now I know that Yahweh shall save his anointed. He answers him from his set-apart heavens with the saving might of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we remember the name of Yahweh our Elohim. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and are established. Save, Yahweh, let the sovereign answer us in the day we call. Tehillim 21. The sovereign rejoices in your strength, O Yahweh, and how greatly he exalts in your deliverance. You have given him the desire of his heart, and you have not withheld the request of his lips, Selah. For you put before him the blessings of goodness. You set a crown of fine gold on his head. He asked life from you, and you gave it to him, length of days forever and ever. Through your deliverance his esteem is great. You have laid excellency and splendor on him, for you have made him most blessed forever. You have made him glad with the joy of your presence, for the sovereign is trusting in Yahweh, and through the kindness of the Most High he is not moved. Your hand reaches all your enemies. Your right hand reaches those who hate you. You make them as a furnace of fire in the time of your presence. Yahweh does swallow them up in his wrath, and fire does consume them. You destroy their fruit from the earth, and their seed from among the sons of men. For they held out evil against you. They devised a plot. They do not prevail. For you make them turn their back when you aim with your bowstring toward their faces. Be exalted, O Yahweh, in your strength. We sing and we praise your might. Tehillim 22. My El, why have you forsaken me, far from saving me, far from the words of my groaning? O my Elohim, I call by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but I find no rest. Yet you are set apart and thrown on the praises of Yisrael. Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you delivered them. They cried to you and were delivered. They trusted in you and were not ashamed. But I am a worm, and no man, a reproach of men, and despised by the people. All those who see me mock me. They shoot out the lip. They shake the head, saying, He trusted in Yahweh. Let him rescue him. Let him deliver him, seeing he has delighted in him. For you are the one who took me out of the womb, causing me to trust while on my mother's breast. I was cast upon you from birth. From my mother's belly you have been my El. Do not be far from me, for distress is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have surrounded me. Strong ones of Bashan have encircled me. They have opened their mouths against me. As a raging and a roaring lion, I have been poured out like water, and all my bones have been spread apart. My heart has become like wax. It has melted in the midst of my inward parts. My strength is dried like a potsherd, and my tongue is cleaving to my jaws. And to the dust of death you are appointing me, for dogs have surrounded me. A crowd of evil ones have encircled me, piercing my hands and my feet. I count all my bones. They look they stare at me. They divide my garments among them, and for my raiment they cast lots. But you, O Yahweh, do not be far off. O my strength, hasten to help me. Deliver my life from the sword, my only life from the power of the dog. Save me from the mouth of the lion, and from the horns of the wild beast. You have answered me. I make known your name to my brothers. In the midst of the assembly I praise you. You who fear Yahweh, praise him. All you seed of Jacob, esteem him, and fear him, all you seed of Israel. For he has not despised, nor hated the affliction of the afflicted, nor has he hidden his face from him. But when he cried to him, he heard. From you is my praise in the great assembly. I pay my vows before those who fear him. The meek ones do eat and are satisfied. Let those who seek him praise Yahweh. Let your heart live forever. Let all the ends of the earth remember and turn to Yahweh, and all clans of the nations bow themselves before you. For the reign belongs to Yahweh, and he is ruling over the nations. All the fat ones of the earth shall eat and bow themselves. All who go down to the dust bow before him. Even he who did not keep alive his own life, a seed shall serve him. It is declared of Yahweh to the coming generation, they shall come and declare his righteousness to a people yet to be born, for he shall do it. Tehillim 23. Yahweh is my shepherd. I do not lack. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He turns back my being. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread before me a table in the face of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup runs over. Only goodness and kindness follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Yahweh to the length of days. Tehillim 24. The earth belongs to Yahweh, and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. For he has founded it upon the seas, and upon the waters he does establish it. Who does go up into the mountain of Yahweh, and who does stand in his set-apart place? He who has innocent hands and a clean heart, who did not bring his life to naught, and did not swear deceivingly. He receives a blessing from Yahweh, and righteousness from the Elohim of his deliverance. This is the generation of those who seek him, Jacob, who seek your face, Selah. Lift up your heads, O you gates, and be lifted up, you everlasting doors, and let the sovereign of esteem come in. Who is the sovereign of esteem? Yahweh strong and mighty, Yahweh mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O you gates, even lift up, you everlasting doors, and let the sovereign of esteem come in. Who is the sovereign of esteem? Yahweh of hosts. He is the sovereign of esteem. Selah. Tehillim 25. To you, O Yahweh, I lift up my being. O my Elohim, in you I have put my trust. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies exalt over me. Indeed, let no one who waits on you be ashamed. Let those who are treacherous without cause be ashamed. Show me your ways, O Yahweh. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the Elohim of my deliverance. On you I wait all the day. Remember, O Yahweh, your compassion and your kindnesses, for they are from everlasting. Do not remember the sins of my youth and my transgressions. According to your kindness, remember, for your goodness' sake, O Yahweh. Good and straight is Yahweh. Therefore he teaches sinners in the way. He guides the meek ones in right ruling, and he teaches the meek ones his way. All the paths of Yahweh are kindness and truth to those who guard his covenant and his witnesses. For your name's sake, O Yahweh, you shall pardon my crookedness, though it is great. Who then is the man that fears Yahweh? He teaches him in the way he should choose. His life dwells in good, and his seed inherits the earth. The secret of Yahweh is with those who fear him, and he makes his covenant known to them. My eyes are ever toward Yahweh, for he brings my feet out of the net. Turn your face to me and show me favor, for I am lonely and afflicted. The distresses of my heart have enlarged. O bring me out of my distresses. Look on my affliction and my toil, and forgive all my sins. See how many my enemies have become, and they hate me with a violent hatred. O guard my life and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I have taken refuge in you. Let integrity and straightness guard me, for I have waited for you. Redeem Yisrael, O Elohim, out of all his distresses. Tehillim 26. Rule me rightly, O Yahweh, for I have walked in my integrity, and I have trusted in Yahweh without wavering. Examine me, O Yahweh, and prove me. Try my kidneys and my heart, for your kindness is before my eyes. And I have walked in your truth. I have not sat with men of falsehood, nor do I enter with pretenders. I have hated the assembly of evildoers, and I do not sit with the wrong. I wash my hands in innocence, and I walk around your altar, O Yahweh, to raise a voice of thanksgiving, and to declare all your wonders. Yahweh, I have loved the abode of your house, and the place where your esteem dwells. Do not gather my being together with sinners, nor my life with blood-thirsty men, in whose hands is a plot, and their right hand is filled with bribes. But as for me, I walk in my integrity. Redeem me and show me favor. My foot shall stand on a level place. In the assemblies I bless Yahweh. Tehillim 27. Yahweh is my light and my deliverance. Whom should I fear? Yahweh is the refuge of my life. Whom should I dread? When evildoers come against me to eat up my flesh, my adversaries and my enemies, they shall stumble and fall. Though an army encamps against me, my heart does not fear. Though battle comes up against me, even then I would be trusting. One matter I asked of Yahweh, this I seek, to dwell in the house of Yahweh all the days of my life, to see the pleasantness of Yahweh, and to inquire in his hekel. For in the day of evil he hides me in his booth. In the covering of his tent he hides me. On a rock he raises me up, and now my head is lifted up above my enemies all around me, and I offer in his tent with shouts of joy. I sing praises to Yahweh. Hear, O Yahweh, when I cry with my voice, and show me favor, and answer me. To my heart you have said, seek my face. Your face, Yahweh, I seek. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in displeasure. You have been my help. Do not leave me nor forsake me, O Elohim of my deliverance. When my father and my mother have forsaken me, then Yahweh does take me in. Teach me your way, O Yahweh, and lead me in a smooth path because of my enemies. Do not give me over to the desire of my adversaries. For false witnesses have risen against me, and they breathe out cruelty to me. What if I had not believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living? Wait on Yahweh. Be strong, and let him strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh. Tehillim 28. I cry to you, O Yahweh, my rock. Do not be deaf to me. For if you are silent to me, I shall be like those who go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my prayers when I cry to you, when I lift up my hands toward your set-apart speaking place. Do not draw me away with the wrong and with the workers of wickedness, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Give to them according to their deeds, and according to the evil of their practices. Give to them according to the work of their hands. Bring back to them what they deserve, because they do not heed the works of Yahuwah, nor the works of his hands. He throws them down, and does not build them up. Blessed be Yahuwah, because he has heard the voice of my prayers. Yahuwah is my strength and my shield. My heart has trusted in him, and I have been helped. Therefore my heart exalts, and with my song I thank him. Yahuwah is the strength of his people, and he is the stronghold of deliverance of his anointed. Save your people, and bless your inheritance, and be their shepherd, and bear them up forever. Tehillim 29. Ascribe to Yahuwah, O you sons of the mighty. Ascribe to Yahuwah esteem and strength. Ascribe to Yahuwah the esteem of his name. Bow yourselves to Yahuwah in the splendor of set apartness. The voice of Yahuwah is over the waters. The El of esteem thunders. Yahuwah is over many waters. The voice of Yahuwah is with power. The voice of Yahuwah is with greatness. The voice of Yahuwah is breaking the cedars. Yahuwah is breaking the cedars of Lebanon in pieces, and he makes them skip like a calf, Lebanon and Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of Yahuwah cuts through the flames of fire. The voice of Yahuwah shakes the wilderness. Yahuwah shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Yahuwah makes the deer give birth, and strips the forest bare. And in his heckle everyone says, esteem. Yahuwah sat enthroned at the flood, and Yahuwah sits as sovereign forever. Yahuwah gives a strength to his people. Yahuwah blesses his people with peace. Tehillim 30. I exalt you, O Yahuwah, for you have drawn me up and have not let my enemies rejoice over me. Yahuwah, my Elohim, I have cried to you, and you have healed me. Yahuwah, you brought me up from the grave. You have kept me alive from going down into the pit. Sing praises to Yahuwah, you kind ones of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his set apartness. For his displeasure is for a moment, his delight is for life. Weeping might last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. As for me, I have said in my ease, never would I be shaken. Yehua, in your good pleasure, you have made my mountain to stand strong. You hid your face, and I was troubled. I cried out to you, O Yehua, and to Yehua I prayed. What gain is there in my blood when I go down to the pit? Would dust praise you? Would it declare your truth? Hear, O Yehua, and show me favor. Yehua, be my helper. You have turned my mourning into dancing for me. You have torn off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness, so that esteem might praise you and not be silent. O Yehua, my Elohim, I thank you forever. Tehillim 31. In you, O Yehua, I have taken refuge. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in your righteousness. Incline your ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be a rock of refuge to me, a house of defense to save me. For you are my rock and my stronghold. For your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Bring me out of the net which they have hidden for me. For you are my stronghold. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Yehua, El of truth. I have hated those who observe lying vanities, but I trust in Yehua. I exalt and rejoice in your kindness, for you have seen my affliction. You have known the distresses of my life, and you have not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. You have set my feet in a large place. Show me favor, O Yehua, for I am in distress. My eye, my being, and my body have become old with grief. For my life is consumed in sorrow, and my years in sighing. My strength fails because of my crookedness, and my bones have become old. I am a reproach among all my adversaries, but most of all among my neighbors, and a dread to my friends. Those who see me outside flee from me. I have been forgotten like someone dead from the heart. I have been like a missing vessel, for I hear the evil report of many. Fear is from all around. When they take counsel together against me, they plot to take away my life. But I have put my trust in you, O Yehua. I have said, you are my Elohim. My times are in your hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies, and from those who pursue me. Make your face shine upon your servant. Save me in your kindness. Do not let me be ashamed, O Yehua, for I have called upon you. Let the wrong be ashamed. Let them be silenced in the grave. Let lips of falsehood be stilled, which speak recklessly against the righteous, with pride and scorn. How great is your goodness, which you have laid up for those fearing you, which you have prepared for those taking refuge in you, in the sight of the sons of men. In the secrecy of your presence, you shall hide them from the plots of man. You shelter them in a booth from the strife of tongues. Blessed be Yehua, for he has made marvelous his kindness to me in a strong city. And I have said in my haste, I am cut off from before your eyes. Yet you heard the voice of my prayers when I cried out to you. Love Yehua, all you his kind ones, for Yehua guards the trustworthy ones, and exceedingly repays the doer of pride. Be strong, and let him strengthen your heart, all you who are waiting for Yehua. Tehillim 32. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man to whom Yehua imputes no crookedness, and in whose spirit there is no deceit. When I kept silent, my bones became old through my groaning all the day. For day and night Your hand was heavy upon me. My sap was turned into the droughts of summer, Selah. I acknowledged my sin to you, and my crookedness I did not hide. I have said, I confess my transgressions to Yehua, and you forgave the crookedness of my sin, Selah. Therefore let every kind one pray to you, while you might be found. Even in a flood of great waters, they would not reach him. You are my hiding place. You preserve me from distress. You surround me with songs of deliverance, Selah. Let me instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. Let me counsel. My eye be on you. Do not be like the horse, like the mule, with no understanding, with bit and bridle, else they do not come near you. Many are the sorrows of the wrong, but as for the one trusting in Yehua, kindness surrounds him. Be glad in Yehua and exult, you righteous, and shout for joy, all you upright in heart. Tehillim 33. Shout for joy in Yehua, you righteous. Praise is fitting for the straight. Praise Yehua with the lyre. Sing to him with an instrument of 10 strings. Sing to him a new song. Play sweetly with a shout of joy. For the word of Yehua is straight, and all his works are in truth, loving righteousness and right ruling. The earth is filled with the kindness of Yehua. By the word of Yehua the heavens were made, and all their hosts by the spirit of his mouth, gathering the waters of the sea together as a heap, laying up the deep in storehouses. Let all the earth fear Yehua. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it came to be. He commanded, and it stood fast. Yehua brings the counsel of the nations to naught. He thwarts the plans of the peoples. The counsel of Yehua stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose Elohim is Yehua, the people whom he has chosen as his own inheritance. Yehua has looked from the heavens. He has seen all the sons of men. He looked from his dwelling place on all the inhabitants of the earth. He who fashions the hearts of them all. He who understands all their works. The sovereign is not saved by the multitude of an army. A mighty man is not delivered by great strength. A horse is a vain means of safety. Neither does it rescue any by its great power. See, the eye of Yehua is on those fearing him, on those waiting for his kindness, to deliver their being from death and to keep them alive during scarcity of food. Our being has longed for Yehua. Our help and our shield is he. For our heart does rejoice in him. For we have put our trust in his set-apart name. Let your kindness, O Yehua, be upon us, even as we wait for you. Tehillim 34. I bless Yehua at all times. His praise is continually in my mouth. My being makes its boast in Yehua. Let the humble hear and be glad. O make Yehua great with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought Yehua, and he answered me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor one cried out, and Yehua heard him, and saved him out of all his distresses. The messenger of Yehua encamps all around those who fear him, and rescues them. O taste and see that Yehua is good. Blessed is the man that takes refuge in him. Fear Yehua, you his set-apart ones, for there is no lack to them who fear him. Young lions have lacked and been hungry, but those who seek Yahweh lack not any good matter. Come, you children, listen to me. Let me teach you the fear of Yahweh. Who is the man who desires life, who loves many days in order to see good? Keep your tongue from evil, and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of Yahweh are on the righteous, and his ears unto their cry. The face of Yahweh is against evildoers, to cut off their remembrance from the earth. The righteous cried out, and Yahweh heard, and delivered them out of all their distresses. Yahweh is near to the brokenhearted, and saves those whose spirit is crushed. Many are the evils of the righteous, but Yahweh delivers him out of them all. He is guarding all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil does slay the wrong, and those who hate the righteous are guilty. Yahweh redeems the lives of his servants, and none of those taking refuge in him are guilty. Tehillim 35. O Yahweh, strive with those who strive with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and armor, and rise for my help, and draw out spear and lance to meet those who pursue me. Say to my life, I am your deliverance. Let those be ashamed and blush who seek my life. Let those be turned back and abashed who plot evil to me. Let them be as chaff before the wind, with a messenger of Yahweh driving on. Let their way be dark and slippery, with a messenger of Yahweh pursuing them. For without cause they hid their net for me. Without cause they dug a pit for my life. Let ruin come upon him unawares, and let his net that he hid catch himself. Let him fall in it into ruin. But let my own being exalt in Yahweh. Let it rejoice in his deliverance. Let all my bones say, Yahweh, who is like you? Delivering the poor from one stronger than he, and the poor and the needy from him who robs him. Ruthless witnesses rise up. They ask me that which I knew not. They reward me evil for good, bereaving my life. But when they were sick, I put on sackcloth. I humbled my being with fastings, and my prayers would return to my own bosom. I walked about as though he were my friend or brother. I bowed down mourning as one mourning for a mother. But they rejoiced at my stumbling and gathered together. The smiters gathered against me, and I did not know it. They tore in pieces without ceasing, with unclean ones, mockers at feasts, gnashing at me with their teeth. Yahweh, how long would you look on? Rescue my being from their destructions, my only life from the lions. I give you thanks in the great assembly. I praise you among a mighty people. Let not my lying enemies rejoice over me, or those who hate me without cause wink their eyes, for they do not speak peace, but they devise words of deceit against the peaceable ones of the land. And they open their mouth wide against me. They said, Aha, aha, our eyes have seen it. This you have seen, O Yahweh. Do not be silent. O Yahweh, do not be far from me. Stir up yourself and awake to my right ruling, to my cause, my Elohim and my master. Rule me rightly, O Yahweh, my Elohim, according to your righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Aha, our desire. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let those who are rejoicing at my evil be ashamed and abashed altogether. Let those who are exalting themselves over me be clad in shame and humiliation. Let those who delight in my righteous cause shout for joy and be glad. And let them always say, let Yahweh be made great, who is desiring the peace of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of your righteousness, your praise all day long. Tehillim 36. Transgression speaks to the wrong within his heart. Fear of Elohim is not before his eyes, for he flatters himself in his own eyes, to find his crookedness to be hated. The words of his mouth are wickedness and deceit. He has ceased to be wise to do good. He plots wickedness on his bed. He sets himself in a way that is not good. He does not despise evil. O Yahweh, your kindness is in the heavens, and your trustworthiness reaches to the clouds. Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains. Your right rulings are a great deep. O Yahweh, you save man and beast. How precious is your kindness, O Elohim! And the sons of men take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They are filled from the fatness of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your pleasures. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Draw out your kindness to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come against me, and the hand of the wrong drive me away. There the workers of wickedness have fallen. They have been overthrown, and have been unable to rise. Tehillim 37. Do not fret because of evildoers. Do not be envious of the workers of unrighteousness, for they soon wither like grass and fade like green plants. Trust in Yahweh and do good. Dwell in the earth and feed on steadfastness, and delight yourself in Yahweh, and let him give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to Yahweh and trust in him, and he does it, and he shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your right ruling as midday. Rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man doing wicked devices. Abstain from displeasure and forsake wrath. Do not fret also to do evil, for evildoers are cut off. But those who wait on Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth. Yet a little while, and the wrong is no more. And you shall look on his place, but it is not. But the meek ones shall inherit the earth, and delight themselves in plenty of peace. The wrong plots against the righteous, and gnashes his teeth at him. Yahweh laughs at him, for he sees that his day is coming. The wrong have drawn the sword, and have bent their bow, and caused the poor and needy to fall, to slay those who walk straightly. Their sword does enter into their own heart, and their bows are broken. Better is the little of the righteous one than the riches of many wrongdoers. For the arms of the wrongdoers are broken, but Yahweh sustains the righteous. Yahweh knows the day of the perfect, and their inheritance is forever. They are not ashamed in a time of evil, and in the days of scarcity of food they are satisfied. But the wrongdoers shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh. Like the splendor of the meadows they vanish, like smoke they vanish away. The wrongdoer is borrowing and does not repay, but the righteous one shows favor and gives. For his blessed ones inherit the earth, but those cursed by him are cut off. The steps of a man are ordered by Yahweh, and he delights in his way. Though he falls, he is not cast down, for Yahweh is supporting his hand. I have been young, and now I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or his seed begging bread. All day long he is showing favor and lending, and his seed is for a blessing. Turn away from evil and do good, and dwell forever. For Yahweh loves right ruling, and does not forsake his kind ones. They shall be guarded forever. But the seed of the wrongdoers is cut off. The righteous shall inherit the earth, and dwell in it forever. The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, and his tongue talks of right ruling. The Torah of his Elohim is in his heart. His steps do not slide. The wrong one is watching for the righteous, and is seeking to slay him. Yahweh does not leave him in his hand, or let him be declared wrong when he is judged. Wait on Yahweh and guard his way, and he shall exalt you to inherit the earth. When the wrongdoers are cut off, you shall see it. I have seen the wrongdoer in great power, and spreading himself like a native green tree. Yet he passed away, and see, he was not. And I sought him, but he was not found. Watch the perfect, and observe the straight. For the latter end of each is peace, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The latter end of the wrong shall be cut off, but the deliverance of the righteous is from Yahweh, their strength in time of distress. And Yahweh does help them and deliver them. He delivers them from the wrongdoings and saves them, because they took refuge in him. Tehillim 38. O Yahweh, do not rebuke me in your wrath, nor chastise me in your hot displeasure. For your arrows have pierced me, and your hand comes down on me. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your rage, nor peace in my bones because of my sin. For my crookednesses have passed over my head like a heavy burden, too heavy for me. My wounds have become stinky, festering, because of my folly. I have been bent down. I have been bowed down very much. All day long I have gone mourning, for my loins have become filled with burning, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I have become weak and greatly crushed. I howled from the groaning of my heart. Yahweh, all my desire is before you, and my sighing has not been hid from you. My heart is throbbing. My strength has forsaken me, and the light of my eyes also is not with me. My loved ones and my friends stand back from my plague, and my neighbors stand far away. And those seeking my life lay a snare, and those seeking my evil have spoken of destruction and utter deceit all day long. But I, as one deaf, do not hear, and as a dumb one who does not open his mouth. I am like a man who does not hear, and who has no rebukes in his mouth. For on you, O Yahweh, I have waited. You do answer, O Yahweh, my Elohim, for I said otherwise they would rejoice over me. When my foot slips, they would exalt themselves over me. For I am ready to fall, and my pain is always with me. For I confess my crookedness. I am sorry over my sin. But my enemies are alive. They have become strong, and those hating me falsely are many. And those who repay evil for good, they oppose me because I follow what is good. Do not forsake me, O Yahweh. O my Elohim, be not far from me. Hasten to help me, O Yahweh, my deliverance. Tehillim 39. I have said, let me guard my ways against sinning with my tongue. Let me guard my mouth with a muzzle while the wrongdoer is before me. I became dumb, keeping still. I was silent from good, and my pain was stirred. My heart was hot within me. While I was meditating, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Yahweh, let me know my end and the measure of my days, what it is. Let me know how short-lived I have. See, you have made my days as handbreadths, and my lifetime is non-existence before you. Only all men standing are all breath, Selah. As but a shadow each one walks. They busy themselves only in vain. He heaps up wealth, but knows not who gathers them. And now, Yahweh, what do I wait for? My expectancy is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the reproach of the foolish. I was dumb. I did not open my mouth, because it was you who did it. Turn aside your stroke from me. I am overcome by the blow of your hand. When you chastise man for crookedness with reproofs, you consume what he loves like a moth. All men are but a breath, Selah. Hear my prayer, O Yahweh, and give ear to my cry. Do not be silent at my tears, for I am a stranger with you, a sojourner, as all my fathers were. Look away from me, that I might brighten up before I go away and am no more. Tehillim 40. I waited for Yahuwah, and he inclined to me and heard my cry, and he drew me out of the pit of destruction, out of the muddy clay, and he set my feet upon a rock. He is establishing my steps. Then he put a new song in my mouth, praise to our Elohim. Many do see it and fear, and trust in Yahuwah. Blessed is that man who has made Yahuwah his trust, and has not turned to the proud, and those turning aside to falsehood. O Yahuwah my Elohim, many are the wonders which you have done, and your purposes toward us. There is no one to compare with you. I declare and speak, they are too many to be numbered. Slaughtering and meal offering you did not desire. You have opened my ears. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not ask for. Then I said, see, I have come. In the scroll of the book it is prescribed for me. I have delighted to do your pleasure, O my Elohim, and your Torah is within my heart. I have proclaimed the good news of righteousness in the great assembly. See, I do not restrain my lips, O Yahuwah. You know I did not conceal your righteousness within my heart. I have declared your trustworthiness and your deliverance. I did not hide your kindness and your truth from the great assembly. Do not withhold your compassion from me, O Yahuwah. Let your kindness and your truth always watch over me, for evils without number have surrounded me. My crookednesses have overtaken me, and I have been unable to see. They became more than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me. Be pleased, O Yahuwah, to deliver me. O Yahuwah, hasten to help me. Let those who seek to destroy my life be ashamed and abashed altogether. Let those who are desiring my evil be driven back and put to shame. Let those who say to me, Aha, Aha, be appalled at their own shame. Let all those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let those who love your deliverance always say, Yahuwah be exalted. But I am poor and needy. Let Yahuwah think upon me. You are my help and my deliverer. O my Elohim, do not delay. Tehillim 41. Blessed is he who considers the poor. Yahweh does deliver him in a day of evil. Yahweh does guard him and keep him alive. He is blessed on the earth, and you do not hand him over to the desire of his enemies. Yahweh sustains him on his sick bed. In his weakness on his bed you bring a change. As for me, I said, O Yahweh, show me favor. Heal me, for I have sinned against you. My enemies speak evil of me. When he dies, his name shall perish. And when one comes to visit, he speaks falsely. His heart gathers wickedness to itself. He goes out, he speaks of it. All who hate me whisper together against me. They plot evil to me, saying, a matter of Belial is poured out on him, that when he lies down he would not rise again. Even my own friend in whom I trusted, who ate my bread, has lifted up his heel against me. But you, Yahweh, show me favor, and raise me up, and let me repay them. By this I know that you did delight in me, because my enemy does not shout for joy over me. And you uphold me in my integrity, and set me before your face forever. Blessed be Yahweh Elohim of Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen and Amen.